LeBron, I think he has the air right now while Luka's out, which I think is a good thing.
He's playing unbelievable right now. But, I mean, hats off to LeBron, 41 years old, still doing it, putting the team behind him.
LeBron James has taken back the Lakers. This is not just about the Lakers being short-handed and finding a way to survive. This is not just about them missing pieces and still stealing games. This is about the fact that when you watch these first two games, it honestly looks like they are playing better basketball on both ends of the floor with LeBron orchestrating everything. And I know that sounds wild, but when you actually sit with what we've seen, it starts making a lot more sense than people want to admit. Here's the part nobody is talking about. This team looks like it has connection again. It looks like it has trust again. It looks like it has positivity and momentum on defense that is feeding the offense. And that is a huge deal, because that was not always the feeling when the Lakers were trying to make everything revolve around one guy doing his whole show.
Since LeBron is the ace again, they're taking on that identity.
When LeBron is the ace again, they take on that identity. That is exactly what this looks like. His voice is resonating again with the group. They are in tune to the game plan. They are hearing him. They are following him. And when that happens, everything starts to look different. The way they defend looks different. The way they rotate looks different. The way they close possessions looks different. It is not just talent out there. It is accountability. It is urgency. It is a team knowing exactly what the game is asking from them and actually going out there and doing it. This is where it gets dangerous, because once LeBron has the air again, once his voice is the one setting the tone, then everybody else falls in line behind that. And you can see it plain as day. They are playing harder than the other team. They are getting to the 50-50 balls. They are doing all the little things. They are mucking the game up and making it nasty. And honestly, that is what makes this so impressive. Because the way the Lakers are playing right now, this is the exact kind of game people expected the Rockets to force on them. Instead, the Lakers are the ones making it a dogfight, making it a half-court defensive nasty game, and they are winning with it.
I like what Skip said and about they are playing better basketball without Luka. They're taking on the identity of LeBron, right?
And let's talk about the defensive game plan, because that was the real tone setter. They came in and decided they were going to frustrate the Stars. That was the plan. Take the ball out of their hands early, make the other guys play on the backside, make them think, make them hesitate. And that is exactly what happened. They doubled early, then adjusted from soft doubles to harder doubles. And once that happened, the whole rhythm changed. 1 minute, the Stars were getting to their spots, making shots and looking comfortable. The next minute, they were turning the ball over, drifting, shrinking, and looking like they had no idea what was coming next. That is not random. That is not luck. That is a team implementing a game plan and then sticking to it. They had a game plan and they went out and implemented it. And that is why the Lakers deserve a ton of credit here. Because in the playoffs, having a good plan is one thing. Actually staying disciplined enough to execute it for 48 minutes is something completely different. The Lakers stayed with it. They made life hard. They got physical. They made every touch feel heavier. And once they did that, the other side started arguing with each other, started forcing things, and started playing accidental basketball.
Also, LeBron is 24-0 when he starts off 2-0.
24-0.
Yeah, that's a good sign for them. So
I'm just saying they could be going for it.
Here's the part nobody is talking about. LeBron is at the center of all of that, even when he is not the one making every flashy play. He is the one guiding where people need to be in order for them to execute the strategy. That is the difference. He is not just out there trying to be the whole show. He is orchestrating. He is forcing the defense to make mistakes. He is reading the floor and waiting for those mistakes. And then, once the defense slips, somebody's going to catch that ball exactly where they're supposed to. That is the version of LeBron that can still control a series without having to dominate it in the loudest possible way. And that is why this version of the Lakers feels so much more connected. The ball is not just sticking in one spot. It is not just one guy standing around while everybody else watches. The ball is moving. The players know that if they stay ready, they are going to get it. And that changes the whole energy of a team. Because when players think they are actually going to touch it, actually going to be involved, actually going to get real chances inside the offense, they play harder on the defensive end too. That's just basketball. It's a different feeling when you know you are part of what's happening, instead of just standing there watching somebody else do his thing.
That LeBron went out of his way to impress me in the game to win.
This is where young teams usually make a mistake. They think because a team is missing stars, that team is automatically easier to beat. But sometimes when pieces go down, the basketball actually gets cleaner. Roles become simpler, responsibilities become sharper, the extra nonsense gets cut out. And right now, the Lakers look like a team that knows exactly what it has to be. They know they have to defend. They know they have to play harder. They know they have to make it ugly. They know the bench is not giving them much. They know every starter has to do a little more. And because they know all that, they are playing with the exact sense of urgency you need in a series like this. Now let's talk about the makeshift Big Three, because that is a huge reason they are up 2-0. LeBron has been the steady force. Luke Kennard has been out there shooting the leather off the ball. Marcus Smart has completely changed the temperature of the series. And that combination is what makes this thing feel sustainable, at least in this matchup. Because you are getting LeBron's control, Kennard's spacing and shot making, and Smart's edge, pressure, and defensive intensity all at the same time. That is a nasty combination when the other team is already struggling to find offense.
So Lakers riding high right now.
Yes.
Obviously 2-0 lead. LeBron 32-0 when his teams have a 2-0 lead in the playoff series in this.
Luke Kennard right now is exactly what the Lakers needed. If he is shooting like this, then the whole floor opens up. And that was always the issue for this team. Three-point shooting, spacing, people actually making the defense pay. Now you have a guy out there hitting at a ridiculous rate, and suddenly the defense cannot just pack everything in and wait. Now there is real pressure on those closeouts. Now the chain reaction starts. And when you put that next to LeBron forcing mistakes out of the defense, it becomes a real problem fast. Marcus Smart deserves a ton of praise too, because he came in and changed the game right from the jump. Full court pressure, rip, and one, defensive attitude, momentum. He brought the exact kind of energy this team needed, and sometimes that is all it takes in a playoff game. One guy comes in and changes the emotional weather. One guy makes the game feel uncomfortable. One guy makes every possession feel personal. Smart did that. And once he did, the whole Lakers defense seemed to rise with him. Here's the part nobody is talking about. This is the identity the Lakers needed all along. Not pretty basketball, not everybody getting into their packages, not endless one-on-one stuff where the first quarter turns into take-turns offense. No, this team needed to become a team that waits for the defense to make the mistake, then punishes it immediately. Catch and shoot, catch and drive, move it, swing it, make them collapse, make them scramble. That is winning playoff basketball for this group. And that is why people are saying LeBron has taken back the Lakers, because when the game flows through him this way, it does not matter who the pieces are as much. Somebody is going to catch the ball based on the defense's mistakes. Somebody is going to get the clean look. Somebody is going to get the cut. Somebody is going to get the easy drive. That is what LeBron is still elite at. He forces mistakes. He forces the coverage to crack. He forces the floor to tell him where the next advantage is. And when the guys around him are ready to act quickly, the whole thing works. This is where it gets dangerous for the rest of the league, because if this is the Lakers' new identity, then this is not just a patchwork injury version of the team. This is a team discovering a cleaner way to play, a more honest way to play, a tougher way to play. And if they keep doing this, then they are not just going to be annoying for this series. They are going to be a problem moving forward too, because once a team learns how to win ugly and starts believing in that version of itself, that confidence can get real fast. Now, do I think this exact formula works the same way against Oklahoma City? That's a different conversation, because Oklahoma City is not this team. They are deeper, sharper, more organized, and way more dangerous in the ways that can punish weak rotations and bad defenders. You cannot just assume if it worked here, it's going to work there. That's not how the NBA works. You would have to change the game plan. You would have to challenge Shai differently. You would have to deal with Chet, J-Dub, and all those shooters around them. You would need a different level of discipline. You would need different answers. But even with that said, this Lakers version clearly has a better chance than the one that got exposed before, because this version is playing team basketball. This version has an identity. This version is more connected. This version is more accountable on the defensive end. And this version is following LeBron's voice in a way that is obvious. That does not mean they would beat OKC. I still wouldn't pick them in that series, but I would absolutely say this version gives itself a better shot than the one where too much of the offense and too much of the vibe was going in a different direction. And the Austin Reeves conversation is interesting too, because if he comes back, you can't just automatically throw him back into the starting group and mess with what's working. That would be a mistake. Right now, the Lakers have rhythm, they have flow, they have clear jobs. And if you get Reeves back, maybe the smartest thing is letting him come off the bench and give you instant offense. Let him feature while LeBron sits for stretches. Let him come in and add punch without disrupting the starting identity that has gotten you this 2-0 lead. Because right now, the way the ball is moving and the way the team is defending, you do not want to mess that up unless you absolutely have to. Here's the part nobody is talking about. Sometimes getting healthier can actually make a team worse if the returning player drags the game back into habits that don't fit the current version. That's the challenge now for the Lakers. If Reeves comes back, he has to fit into this. Catch and shoot, catch and drive, no hesitation, no over-dribbling, no slowing everything down. Just slide into the rhythm that is already there, because that rhythm is why the Lakers have taken control of this series. And that is the biggest takeaway from all of this. LeBron James has taken back the Lakers not just because he is scoring or filling the box score, but because the team is now taking on his best basketball traits again. His patience, his control, his understanding of where people need to be, his sense of urgency, his ability to force the defense into mistakes and then punish them with the right play. That is what this really is. It's not nostalgia. It's not some old man having a couple good nights. It's a superstar re-establishing the identity of his team in the middle of a playoff series. So now the real question is this: has LeBron just taken back the Lakers for a moment, or has he actually unlocked the version of this team that should have been there all along? Because if this is the real Lakers identity now, nasty, physical, connected, disciplined, and built around LeBron orchestrating everything, this team is way more dangerous than people thought. And if they keep playing with this kind of urgency and this kind of accountability, how many teams are really ready for a Lakers team that no longer looks like it is searching for itself, but finally looks like it knows exactly who it is?